I'd like a little introduction, please, if I may. Thank you. Welcome to my lead talk. That's right. Look at that amazing animation. I drew that myself with markers. So, my lead talk tonight. Don't worry, it's going to be short and sweet. It's not like one of those hour-long other talks that we can't talk about. Lead talk, copyright pending. So, the name of my lead talk is Why We Need a Human Survival Party. Now, I think we've had a pretty good run as a species. Even though we've basically decimated our planet, I still think that we're the most fascinating organism living on it. I mean, what other species can possibly say, hey, I got so mad at these other guys from my species that I built these rockets that can fly across the world, kill us all, and destroy our entire history instantaneously? Well, okay, cats. Maybe I'm sure cats have thought of it, but you know what, cats? We beat you to it. There's a classic story by this guy named Emo Phillips, and it goes, he said, once I saw this guy on a bridge, he was about to jump, and I said, don't do it, man. He said, nobody loves me. I said, God loves you. Do you believe in God? He said, yes. I said, are you a Christian or a Jew? He said, I'm a Christian. I said, me too. Oh my gosh, are you Protestant or Catholic? He said, Protestant. I said, me too. I asked him, what franchise? He said, Baptist. I said, holy cow, me too. I said, Northern Conservative Baptist or Northern Liberal Baptist? He said, Northern Conservative Baptist. I said, me too. Northern Conservative Baptist Great Lakes region or Northern Conservative Baptist Eastern region? He said, Northern Conservative Baptist Great Lakes region. I said, me too. North Conservative Baptist Great Lakes Region Council of 1979 or Northern Conservative Baptist Great Lakes Region Council of 1912? At that point he said, Northern Conservative Baptist Great Lakes Region Council of 1912. I said, die heretic, and I pushed him over. I didn't actually do that, that's just a story. just a joke. I didn't kill anybody for this lead talk. Anyway, my point is, we are more divided than ever. Tribalism, I guess, is sort of in our human DNA. We love to be a part of a pack. But even wolves are looking at us like, damn, y'all are some messed up puppies. That's how wolves talk, in case you didn't know. So, for an individualist like me, I like to live by the words of Marx. No, not Karl Marx, Groucho Marx. Okay, there we go. When he said, I don't want to belong to any club that would ever accept me as one of its members. I propose the Human Survival Party. It's very simple, as I will show you on this amazing Venn diagram that I made up. There are two basic questions you must answer to figure out if you are a member of the Human Survival Party. 1, are you human? 2, do you want to survive? Or at the very least, do you think that our species is, better alive than extinct? If so, then come with me if you want to live. And congratulations, you are now an official member of the Human Survival Party, ready to enjoy all the shared unity of being human. Now listen, if Mars attacked us tomorrow, this unification process would happen naturally. But until then, we will continue to hate each other because you root for the Packers and I root for the Mighty Ducks. I don't know much about sports, but it's the Mighty Ducks. It's a real team, right? Okay. Under our new Venn diagram, though, as you can see that the conversation would quickly shift once we establish two things. 1, OMG, we're both human. 2, we both want to survive. Now, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean in the unified Human Survival Party that you shouldn't call out what's broken, call out our inherent contradictions, call out the things that need our attention and healing, corruption, injustice, bigotry, lies, the Kardashians. It just means that we sort of reprioritize our differences. All right, so, maybe you and I went to competing schools, maybe our politics are slightly different. Perhaps you think that a wall can protect you, while I think that we need a taco truck on every corner. Despite all those differences, the Human Survival Party would advocate that we all put those differences aside for a while we figure out while we focus rather on our shared interest of not going extinct. Or to phrase it more positively, while we create a sustainable future, either here or on whatever planet will host us. That's right. So welcome to the Human Survival Party, where we are going to keep our species alive, or die trying. The human experiment, it's been fun. We've kind of screwed the pooch in a lot of ways. Just Google Arctic methane or melting permafrost, for example. That'll get you depressed. But you know what? At the same time, we're also expanding our capabilities exponentially every day. Crisis seems to somehow make us stronger. I mean, just back in history, look at FDR's New Deal, rescuing people out of the Great Depression and into some basic security. Or how about the Marshall Plan after World War II? U.S. Secretary of State George Marshall, he demanded a $13 billion recovery plan to aid war-torn countries in Europe. He said, our policy is directed not against any country or doctrine, but against hunger, poverty, desperation, and chaos. Now, that's a slightly sugar-coated statement because, we didn't exactly help our Soviet allies who took the worst casualties in the war, and some say that that's exactly what led to the Cold War. But either way, the idea, the inherent philosophy behind it, that's what I'm talking about, and I just lost my place, so I need to find it. What if we applied that philosophy to today, with today's technology? What if we applied even 1% of our military budget to rebuilding destitute people's lives in the supposed best and wealthiest country in the world? What if we gathered oil tycoons, activists, influencers, and leaders in a room and didn't let them out until a Green New Deal or a Marshall Plan for our human survival is written? Knowing our human nature, that won't happen until the ice is already melted, so tomorrow. The point of the Human Survival Party isn't to imagine, magical unicorns flying in on rainbows to rescue us from our own anthropogenic doom. The point is simply to learn how to talk to each other again and to realize that we are all part of this unique, fragile, elite club called the human species. And I think that's worth fighting for. And if you think that's, idealistic, pie-in-the-sky stuff, then tell that to these kids. Right? They get it. So if you think that our species is worth preserving, you are already, congratulations, a member of this amazing club. Now, some folks might not make the cut. Sorry, guys, but if your philosophy embraces genocide and you think Hitler had some pretty good ideas, you might not make the cut. You might not qualify. But if you can recognize even your worst enemy's humanity and talk to them without killing each other, I'd say that's a pretty good step in the right direction and something I'm still working on, as some of my blocked friends on Facebook will tell you. So, next time someone tries to divide you into a neat little category like mixed race Southern Californian, Reformed Baptist, hippie, progressive, Patriots fan, directioner, might I suggest you qualify yourself first and foremost as a member of the Human Survival Party. And who knows, you might find in these troubled times that it's more fun to talk to people when we start with all that we already have in common. Thank you. Yeah. See, I ended it just like the TED Talks too, like a little uplifting note at the end, see? Anyway. We don't talk about that. There's no other talk. This is a completely original idea. Damn it.